Yo, welcome to number one contender. First, before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Sunshine Smile, bringing ladies what they need in healthy and alternative ways. You can get your healthy alternatives such as premium sanitary napkins, panty liners, paparazzi jewelry, by my friend Nicole Coggins. So y'all check out Sunshine Smiles, my homegirl, Nicole Coggins. Watch us outside our room right now, snapping pictures. We're gonna give a shout out to Martin and Muir. How you doing, Martin and Muir Counseling? Therapy room, Burks and Brown right here on number one contender. You got a publicist, and Publis. All right, now, without any further ado, all right, we talked about different types of athletic equity, right? That's right. As well as racial equity. And we got our guy right here named Dontrae Withrow, who's gonna give us some financial equity. This brother told us about a couple of things that are going on, right? Blew my mind. And here's the deal: number one contender, we got no respect for person. I don't care if you black, white, or light. All we care about is you learning some new ways to focus on things to help your mental health. Dontrae has opened up our eyes, and we want everybody else's eyes to be opened up too, so you don't gotta be surprised. Dontrae, how you doing today, my brother?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Introduce yourself. Yeah, go ahead, Dontrae. I mean, like my introduction.
It was great. It was great. It's great.
Go ahead, Dontrae.
Yeah, my name is Dontrae Withrow with Withrow Financial Group. I'm a licensed life insurance agent, and my mission is to educate the public on the benefits of life insurance, what you can do with life insurance, not just God, but many living benefits are associated with life insurance. So just here having a good time with the fellow.
Question for you is like, from a life and athlete, right? A lot of times the athlete at the top of his game, he doesn't think about any type of insurance sometimes, whatever else. So how did you benefit an athlete or any regular person like me and Mr. Brown?
So there are two ways that you could benefit. It's through whole life dividends through a mutual company like Mutual Omaha, Foresters, mostly insurance companies that are giving surplus back to the members who are paying.
Okay. All we care about is your company. Who's your company?
So the main company that I work for is Foresters Financial.
Okay.
Not only they've been in business since 1856.
Okay.
They are based out of Canada, but they're based only their mission is giving back to the community. So how they do that is through life insurance. And also, they are a 501c8 fraternal society, which means that all the premiums that they receive goes back to their members. So once you get a policy, you become a member, and you have access to $8,400 a year. And that money can be used to go toward your nonprofit, church, religious organization, whatever that you're trying to do. And then also, as you're talking about the athletes, we do what we call, now the popular term has been infinite banking. Okay? So that infinite banking is basically taking a large sum of money, putting it up front of the life insurance policy. So like this is to say $50,000.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put $50,000 up front. I have access to that money after 31 days. That money is growing between on the low end 5 to 10%. You have access to that cash right away. So you're not waiting like the banks, waiting 2 or 3 weeks to get access to that money. And also, if you were to pull that money out, let's say an athlete wants to do a financial deal, invest in stock market, whatever. Yeah. Their money is still growing at that they had that $50,000 or $1 million or whatever in that policy.
Okay. So we talked about like equity and different things like that. Now some people don't know about that.
Yeah,
we got some information. And it's not so much race, it's socioeconomical class. Some of us in low socioeconomical class have not been educated about some of these things. You know, that's how some people who are rich stay rich, and that's how So guess what? We can't grow if we don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
So go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, when you think about how important athletics is in our community,
Yes.
and
yes.
how you have these young men have access to all this money and
Yeah.
don't know what to do with it,
Exactly.
don't know how to properly manage it.
Right.
When we talk about 3 out of 4 NFL players are broke
Yes.
post retirement.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have access to all this money, and part of a mental health and wellness. The reason why you want to achieve these goals is so you can take care of your family, so
Right.
you uplift people out of poverty,
Yes.
and then you don't know how to properly manage that money.
Right.
So it's almost like you're being set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fuzzy social contract.
It's very
Like
fuzzy.
the fuzzy
I'm gonna give you
social
this money,
contract.
but I want you to blow it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to.
Yeah.
Right.
And we have been taught that these material pursuits are just presentation.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a big problem in our community. It's like, I want to go ahead and show what I got,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not understanding that presentation is not necessary. It's more important. What can you pass down?
Yeah.
How can you make your money work for you instead of being such a spending? You
Right.
need to censor yourself. The Black community spends a lot of money.
Yeah.
Black community, right? The Hispanic community,
Yeah.
right?
Minority
And
community.
minorities communities.
Yeah.
And then here's the other thing. Here's the other kicker though too. I was taught that what I learned from a great mentor of mine, who shared with me that a lot of times when people are the most impoverished, they want to buy the most expensive things
Yes.
to show that they are not impoverished.
Yeah.
But they don't know about this information right here, so they continue to spend money
Right.
to get the government assistance and to be roped in and not know information like Mr. Withrow has to give to.
Yeah.
So,
And the biggest thing is information, but not only getting the information, application of that knowledge. So it's good. You can have all the knowledge that you want to, but you're not applying that knowledge. And I think that's where we're at, because there's so much, we live in a social media world. So there's a lot of information being put out. And we don't trust, we as a, Black community, we don't trust. So, if I'm giving out this information.
Trust each other.
Yes.
Specifically.
yeah, let me ask you a question, because that brings us to the question that we talked about. There's 9 topics, right?
Yeah.
Now, on those 9 topics, we want you to pick 3.
Okay.
And one thing that you did talk about was trust, right?
Okay.
So when I think about trust, I think about judgment of trust. And I think about, if I see somebody and I make a judgment on them, I'm judging whether I trust or not trust that individual, right? So
We've been programmed to distrust.
we've been programmed to distrust, because if I got a quarter, nickel or dime, I need to make that quarter, nickel or dime work. And so sometimes I can't afford to invest in a project or a product that you have to offer, right? So when it comes to that, the judgment for you might be like, oh, he's only trying to be a snake oil salesman or so and try to take our money.
Yeah.
So what do you think about when their perspective of life or thought comes, never might judge you like this?
Well, I think it's important as an agent to build that trust, to have that rapport with whoever I'm talking to, whether it's a millionaire or whether it's an 80-year-old lady who's on a fixed income. I think it's treating everyone like you would want.
So the difference that you do to prevent judgment,
Yeah.
treat other people the way they want
As
to
human
be
beings.
as human beings. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
And one of the ways that I try to stand out is explaining promise. Okay, because just a few weeks ago, had a lady who had a 4-student house. She had 4 of them. She had 4 properties. She had a nonprofit, but her agent did not explain to her how she could get access to that $8,400. She had 4 properties.
It's built for the nonprofit, in other words.
Exactly. So I think what it boils down to is agents actually taking the time. I know you want that profit. I know you want that money, but the money's gonna come. Take care of the people. Money's always gonna come. That's one way to do it.
All right. So the fun part,
Did you highlight any of those topics?
what did you highlight too? Because you already talked about one.
Okay.
Dontrae.
We talked about judge.
Pick 3 of them. Or
Okay,
pick 2 more.
2 more.
2 more.
I would pick failure of trying, doing.
Failing, trying, and doing.
Yeah.
3 different aspects.
Yeah.
2 more. you gonna tackle?
We're looking at failing, trying and doing.
Okay.
We talk about that a lot.
A lot.
It even ties into the winning and losing concept.
Yeah.
You know, when you look at these three aspects, the failing and trying is what we try to emphasize as being dead ends.
We do emphasize what
The
that is.
doing, well, yeah, the
Yeah.
doing part is what we want to emphasize as far as what you need to be investing in.
Yeah.
The failing and trying is the limitations that we place upon ourselves
Yeah.
to say that we not doing, not living to our full potential,
Yeah.
not achieving. So I'm gonna say I'm either failing, and if Troy says a lot of times if you're trying, it's kind of a gateway to failure. You
Yeah.
say, hey,
Yeah.
I'm not really getting where I'm trying to get to, or not even. Here's how I look at the trying. You're not even acknowledging what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah.
What's that good acronym we have? Taking
Taking risks.
You're willing to give
Give
up
up
on.
on. That's right. So if you're willing, if you open up the possibility to give up on something, then how committed are you to that goal?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, if you're
Yeah.
committed to a goal, we know that the process of achieving a goal doesn't include a few stumbling.
Yeah.
It doesn't, you know, there's no championship team that's winning without a couple losses.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
there's no goal that you achieve without a moments of my God,
Yeah.
Yeah.
should I continue?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
is what
Oh,
what
yeah.
what I feel like I'm talking about perseverance. What commits you to keep continue? Right.
Yeah.
What gives you, you know what I'm saying, you know, the energy to keep on going in the face of a difficulty,
Yeah,
a pothole, a
yeah.
pitfall?
Yeah.
What keeps you going there? You know what I'm saying? So we
Yeah.
talk about failing and trying and doing this actually specifically. How do you look at failure? What does trying, the word trying mean to you? Because the one thing we've been correcting people on, everybody comes in here and says,
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a try.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
I guess this week has been kind of been a testament to that. Is trying in the face of adversity. You know, when you don't have the clients, when you don't have that, when the phone start ringing all the time. You know, knowing that you have a family to take care of. You know, like we were talking about this week, that financial pressure as a man. You know, money is not everything, but money does help.
Well, money too.
Yeah,
Money's the oxygen
Yeah.
for this society.
Yeah.
You can say what you want to.
yeah,
Money's the tool, money's the gateway,
yeah,
but as long as you continue to do.
yeah,
So for example, let's just say, for example, you laid down in the mud, didn't get up.
yeah,
You want to be on this show right now.
yeah. Oh yeah,
You want to be on this show right now. That God knows who's going to see this show.
Yeah.
They might see Dontrae Withrow and be like, oh, I need to check this brother out.
yeah,
I need to check this dude. I need to check out what he's doing. What is he doing?
yeah.
You know, and a lot of times things don't equivalent to things that we think they're going to. Yes, we do. And we continue to do. And we continue to do.
Yeah.
And guess what? We don't pursue, we don't do.
Exactly.
Nothing happens. Continue to do. Nothing happens.
Exactly.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, you gotta keep going. You know, like you say, you gotta keep moving. You know, as Dr. King said if you can't crawl, you know, then do something. You know,
What
keep
emotion?
moving.
Let me ask you that. What emotion is evoking you when you think about feeling, trying to do? Like, what emotions come here?
Yes, for me, the emotion would be like, if I don't do it, they ain't gonna get done. You know,
What's the emotion?
the emotion.
Well, challenge, I'm gonna press you. Emotion. That's too many times.
Okay,
Men,
okay,
we talk about thoughts,
okay.
but sometimes we're not connected to our feelings. So what emotion, how do you feel when it comes to failing, trying to do it? What do you feel? When you think about that subject, what do you feel?
I mean, I feel a little bit of hurt,
Okay, okay.
you know, the disappointment.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
disappointment,
Disappointment, yeah.
you know, the frustration.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
The frustrating feeling that in a way that you feel like you're not taking care of your family, in the
Yeah.
way that you
Yeah.
have the
expectation.
expectation. Definitely big on the expectation.
Yeah.
You know, and then I guess once as you keep pursuing, I guess happy feeling, you know, when you do keep going and then you say, you know, for me, you get that policy or, you know, make that goal, whatever, you know, that fulfillment. You know,
One of the big things we also talk about is what is your realistic better? So sometimes the path that we're on can very easily lead us to another path. So such as, say I'm selling insurance policies.
Yes, yeah.
And say I find out in that process something different that I can do.
Yeah.
It's always important to remember that while I'm pursuing what I want, at that particular time, that might not be my realistic better. I gotta find something that's gonna make things better for me, for my family, for all these various different things. Education of certain things is the domination.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, that's the financial literacy piece right
That's
there.
the financial literacy.
Like that
Yes,
should
sir.
be included.
Yes, sir.
If you were an athlete, even looking at
Yes, sir.
a big contract,
Yeah.
automatically,
Yeah.
you should be, what you gonna do with this money?
Yeah.
Well, and also,
Everybody wanna buy mama a house.
yeah.
How mama keep the house? How mama keep the house?
Yeah.
How do the next generation keep that?
How do I keep my house?
Yes.
How do my children buy houses? They keep their houses in the house with my grandchildren.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
That's the type of information is privy to other folks and it's been carried on.
Yeah.
So how come you made a good point in the previous conversation about we're always starting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're always starting.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Doing. So,
Yeah.
so it's the process of doing. So talk about the emotion of doing. And it's crazy because like to me, we were all in the same frequency because in my mind, I'm thinking about feeling, trying, and doing. I'm hearing anxiety. I'm feeling anxiety sometimes. Right? I'm feeling like worried sometimes. Right? Because though I'm doing, what if I haven't done enough at this particular
Yeah.
time?
Yeah.
Right? And so like the
Love you.
it's my big cousin. Black coffee, y'all. Check out Black Coffee.
Absolutely.
Some of the best coffee in town. Black Coffee. Check it out. Check it out.
Check them out.
Check it out. And y'all stick around. Y'all stick around, Kevin.
Oh, we gonna need you. We need you.
So,
Okay.
so again, the emotion that I have, the growth that comes out is what if we haven't done enough? We've had so many conversations about what if we haven't done enough? And I'm thinking life, as we do, the greater the goals that we have as one.
Yes,
And,
sir. Yes,
so
sir.
Dontrae, I really thank you for coming on today. You got one more topic that we want to hit.
Time to action.
That's killing, Julie. It's your,
Okay,
it's your
well,
baby right here.
Well, I remember this episode because it ties straight into the doing part. That whatever you want to invest yourself in, whatever you want to use your time for, because look, what we spend our most time doing is really your passion.
Yeah.
So how are you going to translate that passion into something that's going to benefit you in your life?
Yeah.
When we say time for some action, let's say you having trouble with your job, you having trouble in your relationship, you having trouble working with kids. What are these things you're going to incorporate that's going to affect change? Right. Like we can sit here and talk about this, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even from religious matter, I say all the time, you can pray you want to, but you got to get off your knees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So at
yeah.
what point are you translate what you're talking about
Yeah.
to actually effective action
Exactly.
and meaningful change?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what are you doing? Get your business out there.
Well, first of all, come down here. I'm doing a lot of workshops, went to a lot of block parties, events, things like this.
How to find out about your workshops? Tell them today.
You can go on Facebook, Withrow Financial Group, or you can look on my personal page, Dontrae Withrow, DONTRAE, Withrow, WITHRW. And I do a lot of information on there, do a lot of Facebook Lives. Going to be doing a lot of workshops, having that financial piece, that financial education, because a lot of times, education, but mostly the action. I talk to a lot of our people, and they're like, "Oh, I love it. It's like
You're not seeing that.
Yeah.
The only action, the distraction, is the action that you do
Yeah.
before to get your goal out there so we can
Yeah.
pursue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this other thing too. I'm gonna give Dontrae some props. Every time I see Dontrae out here Brandon, he has his family with him.
That's right.
Baby in tow, wife on his side, daughter walking with him, all going together. Because I tell you, a family that works together and prays together, stays together, and it's a collective combination, right? So they can get to that place, and they can be very successful.
Right.
The plan was action. Action is what you are doing.
Yeah.
So you're advertising.
Yeah,
You got your stuff out here,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You talked me and this guy in the Diamond policy,
Yeah.
right? You stopped us into doing it.
Yeah.
So we've done it, you got action, right? What do you do? How do you feel? If you feel like other people are not taking action, I know you talked about it briefly and I kind of cut you off on the side.
No, you fine.
Talk a little bit about how do you feel taking action? You feel like you take action.
Mostly I feel disappointed, especially when they talk to me and they tell me what they're trying to do. Because that's the first thing I do when I'm talking to a client. I'm trying to get their goal. What is your goal with this problem? What are you trying to accomplish? I want you to buy this.
Yeah.
I want to help you get to where you're trying to go.
Right.
You know, so, yeah.
So what I'm thinking about, your word is your bond.
Yeah.
One of the main reasons outside of what we're trying to do with the grant and with the policy, I told you I was gonna do it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I want to keep my word.
Yeah.
And that's part of the action.
Yeah.
You should be impeccable with your word.
Yeah.
If you say you're gonna do something,
Yeah.
and that not only creates a level of energy, people look at you differently.
Yeah.
And they're able to see as an example.
Yeah.
Like, no, this dude said he's gonna do it. Because everybody got lip service.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We got people that come to therapy all the time talking about what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Because us as Black male therapists, we don't tell anybody to do anything.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
create the avenue for them to do things on their own.
Yeah.
As you, like me and Nishi,
Yeah.
we create the avenue,
Yeah.
the ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
We ain't started rapping yet.
the only this is what I want to leave with you. If we all got, we want everybody to leave the site. When you have to tell them, I am going to do A, B, C, or X, Y, Z. They don't come to, remember, that's their situation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That don't mean you have to put your emotions in that location.
Yeah.
To be down,
Yeah.
trying to feel like you failed
Yeah.
because of their choices.
Yeah.
Their choices are their choices.
Yeah.
You created your own. All right. So just like what me and you talk about watching the show, tell a fan, tell a friend that they can become a fan.
Yeah.
Talk about word of mouth.
Yeah.
So why this person, like we left the other girl with, confidence is the ability to be rejected. So I might talk to 5 people, right?
Yeah.
I know 5 people. Maybe one person
Yeah.
might buy their policy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I want you to give it to
Yeah.
continue the action that you're doing. Because their action, right,
Yeah.
is not yours.
Yeah.
Excuse me, their lack of action.
Yeah.
It should never be yours. It's action.
Yeah.
Their lack of action is what they decided not to do. Or a goal they decided not to pursue.
Yeah.
Right? For information that you give to them that might be true.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what we have right here at the Contender, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, at the end of the day,
End of the day.
the number one contender is self.
Yes.
So only you are holding you back from what you want to do in your dreams and your aspirations, and your word must be bond. I'm gonna reiterate that.
Yeah. And I want to say thank you to Issue and Cross. You guys have helped me a lot, since we met. I want to say that Monday will be the second anniversary of my sister's death. The first time we met, I was able to get that out.
Yeah.
And you guys have helped me so much.
I'm glad we got you there.
Yeah.
I'm definitely glad we got you on the show. I never did have for a reason. This is a story. You don't need to laugh.
Oh, yeah, we gonna do.
Financial literacy is important as far as mental health is concerned.
And
You
athletes.
understand because we've been locked out financially.
Yes.
And it's a long discussion. I'm talking about from real estate, we're talking about jobs, we're talking about from all aspects of our life. We've been locked out financially. So being able to manage your money properly is a way to create a mental health piece as far as happiness and security and stability.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? So we're gonna close up this segment. We'll be right back on Number One Contender, your number one show, 2023 Healing Block Party, right here at the Norton Sports Complex.
Sunshine Smile, Nicole Coggins.
Right.